There's certain things that you can do yourself as a homeowner. You can hire a handyman before you start getting into the contractor dollars, because everybody knows contractors are expensive. We've got caulking, weather stripping, solar screening. These things are easy fixes, and I'm going to show you in a second how much they can make a difference. Caulking windows and doors on the outside, there's a right way and a wrong way. You just don't want to start spreading goop all over your house, basically. You want to do cracks, and it's not a bad idea to take the incense and figure out where it's needed. That's the whole point. Inside the house, you've got to be careful. It's a much better idea to do it outside the house, but you need to buy the right stuff. Clear silicone is always great. It matches everything because it's clear, and it's silicone, so it takes a lot longer to weather out. You can go buy the expensive window caulking if you want, but like I said, the clear silicone works the best. Weather stripping. I think this stuff costs about $3 for a stick, and a stick's almost 6 feet. Put this around the insides of the doors. There's also some stops that you can put underneath the doors if you've got a crack, like I do in my back door, where air just blows through. These things are inexpensive as well, probably about $7 for the threshold stop. Solar screening, you can either do yourself or you can have somebody do it. I remember when my dad put window tint in his truck. It took him about 6 hours and a lot of cursing when I was a kid. So this one is a feel it out. If you can do it, great. If you can't, contractor's always good. If you look at the scale here, you can make it as dark or as light as you want, depending on whether you're looking at the south side, the north side, which side gets the most sun. Just screening these windows can cut the energy coming through, the sun energy coming through your house by as much as 85%. Now, if you're leery, if you don't want it blocked all the time, you don't have to stick the screening to the windows. They make a heavy-duty mesh. It's actually called solar screen, just like your window screens are now. You can replace the window screens, make it a darker color. I'm talking about the stuff here at the bottom right. You can put those on the outside of the house in place of your window screens now, and it will block the sunlight just as well. And in the wintertime, when you do want the light and the heat, you can take them off. Light bulbs. Change your light bulbs. These compact fluorescents, in essence, the 13 waters are as bright as a 100-watt incandescent bulb. So they draw, I'd say, about 1/10 of the energy. This is one that I've had for 5 years. I just took it out of my ceiling fan this morning. That's how long they last. They're about $7 a piece, and they last 5 years. Not to mention, when we first changed them all throughout our house, well, this new house, we didn't have them in the house because I forgot about them, honestly. How much does a light bulb really matter, right? 1 month our kilowatt hour usage, well, I won't bore you with that. Let's talk about dollars. Our electricity bill was $285 1 month. Change the light bulbs, put some weather stripping on the windows and doors, caulk some windows, and our next bill was $50.41. Wow. And this is in the summertime. Now granted, you know, air conditioner's running in nighttime, but still, it's running it in both months. That's 43% savings. What you're going to see here, this is pretty cool. On the left-hand side, that's an LED light bulb. They're even more energy efficient and brighter than the fluorescents. It's the new technology coming up. There's always something bigger and better on the horizon, and the LEDs coming up are it. They can last as much as 25 years. This particular model right here has a remote control and about 7 different color variations. You want it red or pink or blue in your house? You got it. You want it lighter, brighter, whatever you want. You can have a party. There's even a strobe option. Vampire electricity is a big one. Anybody have an air purifier? Is it running all the time? No? Okay, good. This thing on the left here is called a kilowatt. It's a tester. You plug it into the device that you're using, whether it's your TV, your coffee maker, whatever it is. You'll be surprised. This little doohickey right here costs you about $30. You plug it into your TV, turn the TV off, leave for the day, and when you come back, you can see how much energy your TV used while it was turned off. It's ridiculous. Multiply that times 30, you've got a month. Multiply that times
52.
exactly. Yeah, well, times 12, and you've got how much electricity that thing draws per year. Then you can take your bill out, find out how much you're paying per kilowatt hour, do a little bit of math, and you find out that TV is actually costing you about $70 a year when it's turned off. Thing on the top right-hand side here, that can stop that. It's kind of like the clapper, but it's a remote instead. You can turn these appliances off. They've also got some smart strips here, some smart strips where you can plug in devices like an entertainment center that has a bunch, or like my home office that has about 17 different things as far as the printer and fax, and plug these in and put a timer on it. So when you leave the house at 9 o'clock, it'll shut off everything there. When you get back at 4:30, 5, 6, 7, whatever it is, it'll turn back on right before you get home. Or if you're in and out of the house all the time like I am, you can put it on a remote control. There are options as far as rewiring your entire house, if you're up to it, where you can just flip a switch and turn off everything in the house at one time. But that's an expensive option and not really a do-it-yourselfer. The other option that you can do yourself, or you can actually have the guys from Sears or Home Depot deliver it for you, is the Energy Star appliances. And now you're starting to talk about big dollars. But the savings that can be generated, if it's appropriate, will be tremendous. Not really the greatest option for a rental property as far as a energy efficient refrigerator or something that a tenant might tear up, but the air conditioning units are a major plus. There is a such thing as having too large of a unit for your home, and that's another thing that an energy audit would tell you. How much air conditioning do you need for the square footage of your house? How much is appropriate to cool or heat the house without overextending the air conditioning unit itself? Appropriately sizing the unit can make the unit last 3 times as long.